welcome back to Wendy's Colouring. Today I thought we'd have a quick look through all of my colouring books for Christmas. Not all of my colouring books, because that would be a ridiculous video. But all of my Christmas ones. So there was a few Christmas books that I've had in my colouring plans video, which I've probably released by the time I'm releasing this. So I've popped them right at the end, so that if you've watched my colouring plans video, you don't need to watch those books again. But I also have another pile next to me that are just pure specialist colouring books that I've only got Christmas in, rather than odd pages. Obviously there's lots of colouring books that have got Christmas pages in. Quite a lot of our books are seasonal, aren't they? But I've kind of picked out all of the just pure Christmas books that I have. So maybe if you want a couple of Christmas books and you're not sure, it might give you some ideas about which ones. If I'm honest, I don't need any more Christmas books, but I do love a Christmas book. It's frustrating really, isn't it? I really like Christmas books, but then you're kind of like, oh, I can only really work in them for 2 months. I know you can't. Sometimes I do Christmas in July, but in the main, I don't. So, one of my first ones, one of my littlest ones, I think. Oh no, not quite my littlest one. Escape to Christmas, Past by Good Wives and Warriors. I think I've had this 2 years. I'm naughty. I have not coloured in it. But I have noticed as I've just got it out, I keep my Christmas books downstairs in the bookcase that actually has doors on it, so it's not getting any sunlight in it. But my copy, I don't know how well it's showing up really on the camera. Mine has gone very, very yellow looking, much more so than my other Good Wives and Warriors book. Let me get another one. Step down, I can't see them. Oh, there's one. She says, unable to actually find one. Eek. So yeah, if you look at the difference in the paper. I honestly, I'd worked in Escape to Oz pretty recently, and so I haven't really looked in this one, obviously, all year. And yeah, I've opened it yesterday and thought, goodness. And now I'm looking at them, it does feel like this one is different paper to my... So this one is 2016, and I think this one is not. This one's 2015. So clearly they've changed something of the paper. Goodbye. Let's move that on. But yeah, the images in it are exactly as you say. Really, it's kind of like an Edwardian, Victorian, British Christmas. I think that's how I would describe it. Really, when you look through, they're kind of very traditional Scrooge. That kind of look of Christmas. I do like the images, although this yellowing has kind of put me off a little bit in colouring it, because clearly this is some kind of acid reaction, isn't it, when it starts to yellow like this. So I'm like, depending what I put on it, that could make this worse, it could make it better. Not sure. Clearly it's having a bit of a reaction with itself, so I don't know. So far I haven't coloured in it, but now I have having second thoughts about colouring in it. Maybe getting another copy of it, I don't know. I quite like these kind of over London town images. I think they're quite pretty. And some of these decoration pages and snowflake pages, I think they are also quite nice. Snow globe, I do love a snow globe, and I like this kind of stag's head kind of Christmas arrangement. Not so much that. And probably one snowflake page is enough. Christmas crackers. Oh, partridge. But yeah, there's some nice pages in this book. So the partridge and kittens and some stockings is cute. Oh, I've been meaning to do this kind of, this always gives me Mary Poppins vibes. Pigeons in little top hats on top of the smoking chimneys. A random fish on one of the tops of the roofs. But yeah, there's some nice pages in here, and obviously this is not a big book. I think it's 6 by 6, these pages, so they're only cute little small pages. It's a bit different. It's very kind of traditional Victorian Christmas. I think that's how I'd describe it, really. Some patterny bits and pieces, but some really lovely pages. But I'm not sure about the yellowing in mine. But Escape to Christmas Past, illustrated by Good Wives and Warriors. It's a cute little book. Just I've got weird paper. Matchstick Mouse, obviously, who hasn't got a Matchstick Mouse book? I don't actually have very many Matchstick Mouse books. I think I've got this one and possibly one other. This one I got from Japan because I wanted to try the paper and see whether you could actually watercolour in it. And you can. I don't think I did on that page. One of the pages I did. Where's the page I did? Somewhere. Oh, here. Yeah, as you can see, it has gone a little bit wrinkly. But still perfectly fine. Enough to watercolour on. I've used a bit of stickles, I think, over the top as well, which again, it's fairly unusual for me. I don't use them very often because I don't like working over the top once you've got it on. But this is a cute little book. If I'm honest, probably one or two of these is enough for me. I'm not going to get the full set. I don't love colouring mouse fur enough to warrant it. But it's a cute little quick Christmas page, aren't they? I think that's the beauty of all these Morgan O'Brien books. They're that small kind of circular shape. Well, they're a smaller book anyway, but that circular shape is nice and quick to work on. They're an easy, quick colouring, and his books are great for that, I think. Printed ones that I've got two handy. I've got Winter Song by Ellie Marks. I think I did show in a haul recently. Oh, I've ripped it already. Clever. I think you can still get this as a PDF on her Etsy. They're a little bit more simple pages, which I do quite like sometimes. So you could put a bit of paint on them. Obviously, you can print them on whatever you need to. I'm not sure if they're still on Amazon to print anymore. I know they're definitely on her Etsy, but maybe not so much on Amazon. They used to be on Amazon. But yeah, I do quite like this. This is one of her earlier books, I think, because I have had the PDF for this for quite a while. Oh, I do like the owl. He's nice, isn't he? Lovely. But yeah, cute little book with a kind of traditional Christmas feel to it. Winter Song by Ellie Marks. And then obviously she has loads of them. I'm not going to show all of them. I've got two. I've got one printed, Nice Little Town Christmas 2, and this one is Nice Little Town Christmas 3. If you buy the PDF, you do not get the printed cover. You don't get a coloured cover. It is a bit annoying. I wish she did do the covers with them. But yeah, I don't love her Amazon paper, so I've started buying only the PDFs of her stuff so I can actually use them and be unable to turn the page when I'm trying to show them. But they're lovely, cute pages, aren't they? The Nice Little Town. I can't flick this page. We'll just miss a page. We'll miss a page. We'll miss about 20 pages at the rate I'm going. Yeah, I've only printed this today, and it shows. It does not want to separate. But they're cute little lovely books, and obviously pretty cheap on Amazon if you want to get the printed version. I'm just avoiding the paper when I can. I will still get the bits and pieces when I have to. If I like a book, I'll still buy it, but I've come to the conclusion if you can avoid it, why not? Nice Little Town 2. I think somebody bought this for me. I think these are the bonus ones at the back, aren't they, from memory? Yeah. But yeah, I hate this black background. I don't understand why. Is that so you can use alcohol markers a bit better? Is that the plan? I don't know. I hate the black backgrounds. I don't see the point of it. And every time you colour on this side, it prints the black onto the page behind, which I find annoying. You can rub it out, but it's still annoying. Why have I randomly just started on that? No idea. Clearly I felt like colouring in some Santa's jackets. But they are lovely, cute books that I have not worked in enough, but I just don't love the paper. Hence why I've got these this year, so I'm hoping I will make a start in the PDF version a bit better than I have done in the book. Then I've also got Vintage My Room, the normal book by Chunzo. She says, trying to remember. Have I written it in? No, I haven't ribboned it in. I think it's Chudzo. I've used Vintage My Room. I've done quite a few pages in that, but this is his Christmas book. It comes in 2 halves, as you can just about see. So you get one half that's very much the kind of how-to examples for each of the pages that are in here, so you can follow along and do them as suggested. And then you have the other half that has the actual printed images in. They're quite simple, they're nowhere near as busy as the Vintage My Room book, and they're quite kind of kitsch looking, I think would be my description, but Vintage My Room's quite kitsch as well, so I think they kind of go together quite nicely. I think I got this from Book Depository last year. It wasn't an easy book to find or get hold of. Or did I get it from Book Depository? Anyway, it's irrelevant now because you can't get it from Book Depository now. But yeah, I've not worked in it yet. Paper in it is really nice. It feels like watercolour card. It actually has, hard to see whether you can see, but it actually has a bit of texture to it, like pressed watercolour card. So yeah, I think it'll take a bit of watercolour medium quite nicely. And it's quite nice that you've got the other half of the book that's got your little examples of how to step through each of the little bits and pieces in the book. If you want to follow along, I might have a look to see what colour schemes they've done, but I won't necessarily do it exactly the same. But winter, not sure. Should have translated it, but I haven't. Don't know why I haven't, because I normally do for his book, but yeah, I've got that one as well. I think it's Winter Magic, isn't it? But we shall see. Another little tiny one that I've had a long time. I Love Colouring Christmas. I think the covers on these change quite regularly when you go to find them, but I think the images in them remain the same. I think they're Shutterstock images, aren't they, in these? Let me have a look. That was printed. Let's have a look. I have a vague idea that there is an artist at the front. Edited, designed, illustrated. Yeah, I've coloured it in, so sorry. Illustrated by these people. Coloured it in not well. I think that was one of my Spectrum glitter pens. But look, when you look at it from certain angles, it's really streaky, and then from others, it's lovely. Very strange. It's a cute little book. This it's a good chuck in your handbag book. I think if you just want to carry something that's small, because I think this is 4x4. They're quite small and titchy. They are a bit wallpapery in places, but you can kind of avoid it. Like, one was probably enough of them, wasn't it? We didn't need it doubled. I think that would be my criticism of this book. But I do kind of quite like some of the images in them. There's some nice images in here. There's some that I wouldn't colour, but again, like I like one of these. I'm probably not going to do 2 of these. That might be too much. That probably isn't going to get coloured, is it? But yeah, there's some nice pages in here, and I kind of pick and choose between what I like out of it. And I know I won't colour all this book, but it's a good chuck in your handbag book at a very busy time of the year if you just want to do something quick with a little bit of pencil. Because it's so small, it really doesn't matter. You can get bits and pieces done in it quite easily. I think I did that one last year, the little rocking horses that I quite enjoyed. I'm not sure what pencils they were from off the top of my head without checking. Got a bit of glitter in it as well, but oop, hello, flipped through about 20 there. But yeah, there's some nice little bits and pieces in here. Oop. Hard to flips because it just wants to all go at once. But yeah, it's a nice little quick one. I Love Colouring Christmas. I would guess it's on Amazon. Mine's filthy at the back. I do apologise. Cheap little easy book. Then I have a few of the top Christmas books. I have 3 of the top Christmas books. So one was an advent calendar. I think there's a full flip of this somewhere back in history on the channel, because I definitely did flip this one and open it on screen. So basically you get sealed little envelopes, and in each of the, this is very hard to flip because they've all been torn open, but in each of the little envelopes you get a different kind of colouring task. So sometimes it's a thing to make, sometimes like this page it's a full colouring to do, sometimes it's a full plan to do something. I won't show you them all because we'll be here all day. And like I say, I think this has a full video. If you want to go back a year, you'll probably find it back in my colouring videos somewhere. But there's some nice pages in here. I'm half tempted to kind of go through and take out the pages that I know I'll colour, because a lot of the kind of activity things like this I'm probably not going to do so much, but I quite like some of the colouring pages that are in here. There are some cute colouring pages. These are quite nice little tags. What do you make? Yeah, little gift tags to go on a present. And they're not too big, are they? For a family member, that might be quite nice to do. But there's some nice little pages in here. Some, like I say, not my cup of tea, but I quite like some of the scenes that are in here. Ooh, just need to get the envelope sides. Oh. So that's the first one. The Golden Advent Calendar, but that was from last year, I think. I've not looked whether there's a new one out. And then I have two of the other Christmas winter books. These are such good value books. They're so chunky. Good sized book. Paper's pretty good in these. They'll take a bit of watercolour. They'll take paint reasonably well. They'll take up colour pencil, obviously. They're one-sided, so if you're a marker lover, obviously these are a good book. And there's a lot of pages in this book. They're not super cheap. They're more expensive than an Amazon book, but I think they are a better buy than an Amazon book if you like the imagery. I think that's the important thing. I don't think I love all the images in it. I think I kind of pick out bits that I like, bits that I probably do, bits that I probably won't do. Like, I quite like this page that we're on. I quite like that page for a Christmas book. But as you can see, I've not done any in this one, unless this one's at towards the front. But yeah, it's a cute book. I think I got this the year before last, maybe. Ooh. Oh yeah, I have done one in this one. Oh, yeah, I tell a lie. I've done that one. I think that was in Luminance, just in case you're interested. And then the other one, again, I'll do this flip quite quick, otherwise we're going to be here forever. But again, there's some nice cute ones. I never like all of the images in these books, but I like enough that I want them. This one I definitely haven't coloured in. It's giving me hand cramp. I'm trying to keep hold of it. There's too many pages. Yeah, super quick flip, sorry. But yeah, so I have those three top books. Probably won't get any more Christmas top books, because let's be honest, that's a lot of Christmas images just in them three. Then some of the other bits and pieces I've got Jim Shaw Angels, little A5 flip book. I like the images in there, but the paper is I mean, I don't know if Amazon, I don't think Amazon are printing this, but I mean, it's basically, I think the copy paper in my printer is better than the quality of this, which is a shame, because I do quite like some of the images in here, and they're a little bit different, but the paper has really put me off working in it. I got this last year, and I was disappointed, because I thought the idea of the book is really nice. You've put a spiral bound on it, but then the paper is not very good at all. It'll be fine with pencils, or I think if you're in fine liner that would also work, because these are quite small little images. Yeah, it's a pretty book, but yeah, the paper is not very good. I can't recommend the paper. Angel is an inspiration colouring book by Jim Shaw, but I do love the images. It's a bit of a shame really to have gone to the effort of putting a spiral bound on and then printed it on thin paper. Sad face. Then what else have I got? I've got the second of the Teresa Goodridge books that I have. This one again I think I got last year, Home for the Holidays colouring book. I haven't coloured in this one yet. I think I do prefer the other one that's in my colouring plans that I will show at the end of the video in case you haven't watched that one. But yeah, it's cute. I still like it. There's some lovely Christmassy pages, but oh gosh, these are complicated looking pages to work on, aren't they? There's a lot going on. That one's cute with the bed. Yeah, there's some lovely, really beautiful pages, great drawings. I think it's a lovely book. It does slightly frighten me when I'm looking at it. I'm busy at Christmas. Have I got time to do pages so complicated? It's beautiful though. Oops, sorry for the glare. Home for the Holidays by Teresa Goodrich. Another little Camellia Angelakova, if I can talk. Christmas Pandas. I think this one was totally Lily's fault that I've got this one from Art Journey. I think she was doing it as an Advent book. There was no way I was going to get it done as an Advent book. I do quite like this book though. There's some lovely little pages. Quite like that one. That one's a nice one. Might try and do that one this year. I think I got one done. That's how well I did the Advent time. But I do quite like it. There's some nice little books. Again, it's not a massive book. Nice little 8x8. They're all going to go flying in a second. Yeah, there's the one I got done. But yeah, I still like it. I'll do some more in it. Christmas Mandalas by Camellia Angelakova. Then I've got some books that I think I got from the range. I think I got all 3 of these from the range. I can't remember. They're a little cheap. I think they're kids' books, and I think they're Shutterstock Images. They're by this company. So North Parade Publishing. They do have a little website there if you want to look it up. I don't think it has an ISBN though. It has a batch code, product code, but no ISBN. But I think they're just Shutterstock Images, so possibly if you particularly liked an image, you could just find it on Shutterstock and pay for that individual image if you're interested, because I think that's where they've got these from. There's no artist mentioned. Again, I don't like all of them, but I quite like some of these bits and pieces. I thought this is quite cute. There was just enough that I thought, actually, there's a few pages in there that I do quite like. There's a few pages in here I won't do, like that page I won't do. That I might do. Probably won't do a page of leaves. So that one was Festive Fun. This one is Winter Wonderland. I've no idea if the range have got these in this year. I literally got them for £1 out the bargain bin after Christmas last year. Or was it the year before? Well, I think it was last year. Him I quite like. But yeah, at some point I'll probably just rip the pages out that I actually like and get rid of the rest, because there's a lot of wallpapery bits in these, aren't there? Hello, come on, last page. There we go. And the same with this one. This one's a bit bigger, so I think this is just shorter than a A3. We might need to zoom out a smidgen. Yeah, I'll do. There we go. So this is quite a big book in comparison, but the images I've seen before, so I think I have this in my B&M book, which will be coming up shortly. Again, I was thinking with this book is in, like, it's like quite thick cards, so I was kind of like, I could possibly paint on this because it's easily thick enough. I really like this little snow globe. It's quite big. That I won't do. I'm not. Definitely not. Probably not. Might do. But yeah, it's a bit hit and miss. I think that's where it is. At some point, I'll probably just take the ones out that I might do out of all 3 of these. But you know, sometimes you just gotta. I can't say no to a cheap book if I see it and think, oh, I might do it. Then I've got one of my books that started off my colouring journey. So this is literally from B&M, which is like a super cheap store in the UK. My version is totally falling apart because it was not meant to get wet, and I have got mine wet. Yeah, I think they're just Shutterstock Images. So again, if there's something you like, you probably can find them on there if you go searching. I think this was one of my earliest colourings. Watercolour, then I've coloured over, but then I've not coloured over because I've just stopped. As you can see, it's literally loose leaf now. I've kind of thought I'll just colour them and then eventually I'll bind them because it's past saving now. But I've still got a lot to do out of this book. It will probably be in this mess for quite a long time. But yeah, there's some I like more than others. But it's a nice Christmas book. Why am I flipping this one? Let's flip the one that's still together. I have a spare, so I can actually see what order it should be in. But it should look like this. So at some point I can put my coloured version back in this order, because mine is, as you can see, just falling apart. Obviously you can't see what I've coloured when doing that, but you can see what the book looks like a little bit better. I have no idea. I doubt very much this book is available at any point because it's old now. But yeah, as you can see, it's manufactured for B&M, the discount store. But I think they're all just Shutterstock images, so you could possibly get hold of it that way. But my copy is very damaged. What else have I got? I've got another Jim Shaw book, Holiday Traditions. Thankfully, paper a lot better in this one. A lot better. Better, not a lot better. It's better than Amazon paper. I don't like the images as much in this one, frustratingly. Quite like this one though. I do like the Angels book particularly, but you know. Again, this book, I think there's some pages I really like and a few pages that I think I'm never going to colour that. I'll keep it together because it's a nice book together, but I don't see it like that. I'm probably never going to colour that. Or that, probably. Like, what is all this? Why are the snowflakes in squares? No, I don't understand. I was wondering if you made something with it, but looking at it, I don't think you do. Like, his are obviously painted, looking at the actual images. And this paper is not going to behave well to paint, so a bit frustrating. But yeah, I like some of the images. Jim Shaw, Holiday Traditions. I think the paper could be much better. Speaking of better paper, Pictoria Book, Paul Cox's Christmas. Paper in these is a lot better. It is cardstock. Mine does this annoying thing where when you shut the cover, it pops itself up. I think at some point I'll have to cut bits of it, but we'll work from the backwards. But basically it's a never-ending scene. So you've got Christmas lunch, you've got people around the Christmas tree, carol singers, you've got a full kind of Christmas market street scene, ice skaters around the tree. It's a very pretty book, and like I say, this card is really good quality. You know, it's proper card, and you get kind of a little bit of advice, and you can look at some of the details. And a Christmas story you've got inside, a bit of exploration, and then you've got a little drawing box to draw your own if you want to. This is bigger than my other Pictoria books. I'll grab one if I can without knocking things flying. So my normal Pictoria books are that kind of size. So it is a good chunk bigger. That one back. I think I did get mine from Amazon. They are still available here and there, but yeah, it's a nice book. It's quite detailed imagery in it. You know, it is quite small, detailed stuff, but it's a nice book. Again, I think I got this last year. Paul Cox's Christmas. As you can see, I have not started on it yet. Then, another book, I do not recommend the paper, but I do quite like the images. I'm not going to try and present. No idea what that is. Christmas colour. Oh dear. A Christmas colouring book by Edwina McNamee. I do like the images in here. As you can see, half are on black background, half are on white. We'll just do the white because it's the same images. But yeah, that's what the black backgrounds are like. They're cute, simple, good marker type images. I've tended, when I've worked in this book, to photocopy the image, and I have my actual finished ones in another book, just in like a sketchbook, because the paper in this is copy paper. It's not a good Amazon paper at all. It really is very thin. And if you want to kind of go to town and, you know, add a bit of glitter and a bit of sparkle, you can't on this paper. So, yeah, I think I did the Nutcracker Men out of this book. But I copied it. I couldn't be bothered fighting with this paper. Although, having said that, I don't think I saw the Nutcracker Men, but I'm sure it was them that I did out of here. Where are they? Not that it matters. Oh yeah, there. That's the page I've done. Not that that helps you looking at it. But yeah, I like the images in it. I think they're quite cute. I hate the paper in it. I've not looked whether she has an Etsy and whether you can download, you know, buy a PDF version of this copy. I'll give you a quick look at the black background ones, just so you can see what they look like. But yeah, I quite like it. It's a cute little book. Just paper is, yeah, cheap. And then my last one that's not been in my colouring plans video was Olga Glovenskaya Christmas colouring book mounts. So she has these kind of, it's quite a strange book this, again Amazon printed, so the paper's not amazing, but she has these basically these kind of animal images that they're all kind of decked up with various different Christmas decorations. So it's quite a strange concept, but yeah, it's quite nice to see something a bit different, isn't it? I think that's why I bought it. Are they all going to be sideways? Like fish with Christmas decorations on. Why not? It's a little bit different. As you can see, I have not worked in it yet. The paper is thin, I cannot lie. I do not love the paper in it. Again, for a Christmas book, when you want to kind of play about with metallics, glittery things, it's not going to be the best paper for those things. I may photocopy this onto something better, I'm not sure. But it's a cute book, it's an unusual idea, and yeah, slightly different one. Then, the other books that I will not whiz through because they've been in my colouring plans video, so I have shown these a little bit this month already, so I'm literally just going to show you them, and literally that. 50 Winter Miniatures, obviously she's got an amazing array of books, hasn't she? But yeah, there's this one, I'm hoping to colour in this month, hopefully, with my markers. Angela Gonzalez, it's not strictly Christmas, but obviously it's angels, so you can use it for Christmas. Morgan O'Brien, North Pole Elves. If you want to have a bit of a slower look at these, they will be in my colouring plans video for this month, so feel free to have a look at that for November. Cute book, again, hoping to colour in those. Joshua Dunbar's Christmas Cuties. I have only done the one in this, but I'd like to do some more in this month. Great little quick colouring book. This one's a charter book, Christmas colouring book. Lovely Pixie bought me this one. Again, it's stock images that are in here, just stock images, but there's a nice selection, and there's a little bit of lots of different types of Christmas images in it. I think it's a nice book. Paper in it is pretty good, really. Take a fair bit, I think, of a little bit of watercolour, a little bit of paint, okay. I would have thought, not if you flood it, but yeah, I think it's okay. One of my favourite Christmas books, R.J. Hampson, obviously. Let's skip past the village at the back. But yeah, there's some nice pages in this book. And as you can see, I've got some pages marked for this month that I'm hoping to colour. That's the one I've done in this book already. But yeah, I'd like to get another one done this year in here, possibly two. Oh, I've done that one as well. Other Christmas book, Magical Seasons by Lenka Floridenko. Can't even say it. Mine is the not the Amazon version, so I've got the grayscale and the line art. I tend to work on the line art side, as you can see, but you can get an Amazon version of this. I've not got any of her Amazon versions, so I don't know what the quality is like. This is from her Etsy, so it's the proper card version. They're really, really nice printing in it, but obviously it's a lot more like that. But it is a lovely book, has a bit of Halloween at the front as well. My other Teresa Goodridge Enchanted Christmas colouring book, again, hoping to work in this month. Beautiful images, if I can manage to. This has a full flip in my last haul in October. Festive colouring, again, just a cheapie, works colouring book. Like I say, there's a slow flip in my colouring haul if you want a closer look at the various different types of Christmas shops. Just shown this in my colouring plans, the adult colouring book Christmas. Some lovely pages in this. It's not very easy to flip loose leaf, but I think this is an older book of hers, but there were some lovely little pages in it that I thought was really nice. Sorry, this is a very bad flip. I do apologise because it's all loose and I've got a pile. That's not helping. And I think that is pretty much about it for my Christmas collection. Breathe a sigh of relief. Phew. How many Christmas books, Wendy? Yeah, quite a few. Quite a few Christmas books. Am I going to get all these coloured this Christmas? No. No. Have I banned myself from buying any more Christmas books? Yes. Will I? Probably I will if something comes up. And I go, oh no, I've really got to have that. But yeah, hopefully not. In the main, I'm not buying any more Christmas books. I'm definitely not buying any more. Camila Anjakova, stop bringing out good books. It's too naughty. But yeah, I've still got loads to do in this one. So I'm definitely not buying any more of those. We'll see. I love a Christmas book. I love looking through a Christmas book. I love thinking about what I'm going to do with that page on that Christmas book. Yeah, I like all that. I'll move that because that's got horrible glare on it, hasn't it? That's annoying. But yeah, I think I'd like to try and get this one done this year if I can. And another one in this one. And another one in all of them. Can Christmas just last an entire year so I can do some Christmas colouring and get it done? Probably not. Anyway, hopefully most of these books are reasonably easy to find. If there's something that has taken your eye and you're not sure and you can't find it, by all means do drop me a comment in the box below, and if I can still see it, I will add you a link if I can find one for it. I think most of these are fairly easy to get. This one is on Amazon at the moment. This one you can get on Amazon in Amazon print, definitely. Obviously Trees of Goodwood is fairly easy. Most of them I think are Amazon available that are on this pile. Might be some more unusual ones that we've been through earlier, but yeah, let me know if you can't find something and you really feel the need that you have to have it. The B&M book, that's going to be a no. I don't know anywhere that'll sell you that B&M book, but because quite a few people have asked me over the years, but I've never seen it since I bought that copy. Sorry. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying some of your festive colouring if you've started on it. Bye bye.